The Galactic Council had always dismissed humanity as a minor species. Clever inventors, perhaps, but militarily insignificant. For 3 centuries, humans had played the role of peaceful traders and diplomats, content to occupy their small corner of the Milky Way. The other species saw them as harmless, even endearing in their naivety. Commander Zexthal of the Vorthak Empire sneered as he reviewed the intelligence reports. Humans possess no warships larger than cruiser-class vessels. Their military doctrine emphasizes defense and evacuation protocols. They are sheep among wolves. The Kalari Dominion agreed. Their weapons technology is centuries behind ours. They still use kinetic projectiles and primitive energy weapons. Quaint, really. What none of them realized was that humanity had been watching, learning, and preparing. The first sign something was amiss came during the Battle of Kepler, 442b. The Vorthak had launched a minor territorial expansion, expecting to steamroll through human space as they had done to dozens of other civilizations. Their massive dreadnoughts, each the size of a small moon, descended upon the human colony world. The human response was unusual. Instead of the desperate evacuation fleets they expected, a single human vessel emerged from the shadows behind Kepler's largest moon. It was sleek, obsidian black, and no larger than a heavy cruiser by galactic standards. One ship, Zexthal laughed through his breathing apparatus. They send one ship against our entire fleet? The human vessel, designation Prometheus, transmitted a simple message across all frequencies. This is Captain Sarah Chun of the Terran Defense Corps. You have 30 seconds to withdraw from human space, or we will demonstrate why our species survived the ice ages, the plague years. The barrage that followed could have cracked a planet's crust. Enough firepower to level continents converged on the Prometheus. The light was visible from 3 star systems away. When the energy dissipated, the human ship remained intact, surrounded by a shimmering field that seemed to bend reality itself around it. Fascinating. Captain Chen's voice came through the comm, unnaturally calm. You just demonstrated why we built these ships. You see, while you were busy conquering weaker civilizations, we were studying something far more dangerous, ourselves. What happened next redefined warfare across the galaxy. The Prometheus simply moved, not through space, but around it, appearing instantaneously at different points around the Vorthak fleet. Each time it materialized, another Vorthak dreadnought simply ceased to exist. Not destroyed, not damaged, but erased from reality as if it had never been built. Impossible, Zexthal whispered, watching his seemingly invincible fleet vanish ship by ship. We learned something during our world wars. Chun continued conversationally as the Prometheus continued its impossible dance through space-time. The most dangerous enemy isn't the one with the biggest guns, it's the one who's been forced to get creative about survival. Within 17 minutes, the entire Vorthak invasion force had been eliminated. Not a single shot had been fired by human forces in the traditional sense. The galaxy watched in stunned silence as footage of the battle spread across communication networks. The footage showed impossible technology, ships that folded space, weapons that deleted matter from existence, defensive systems that seemed to operate outside the known laws of physics. But it was the final transmission from Captain: maintain our borders and protect our colonies. Any aggression against human interests will be met with appropriate response. We have 47 vessels identical to the Prometheus, and 3,000 more in various stages of completion. She paused, and when she spoke again, her voice carried the weight of millennia of human warfare. We spent 10,000 years learning to fight each other before we ever reached the stars. Did you really think we stopped innovating just because we joined your council? The transmission ended. In the weeks that followed, every major galactic power quietly withdrew their fleets from human space. Trade routes were rerouted. Territorial expansion plans were abandoned. The galaxy had learned that the quiet species in the corner, the one that spoke softly and built defensive installations instead of conquest fleets, had been hiding the most devastating military capability anyone had ever encountered. Humanity had unveiled their true power and the galaxy would never be the same. In the depths of space, 46 more